Hey everyone, and welcome back to Savvy Nomad's channel. Tax season is now well underway, and since most people file online, we should talk about some tax filing software options for expats. Now, two popular options that get mentioned a lot on expat and nomad forums are MyExpatTaxes and Expat File. These two software brands are really well regarded. They score high on Trustpilot, but there are some differences in how they're priced for various tax situations. So in this video, we're going to break down the various filing packages available for 2026 so you can make the best choice for your needs. Let's dive in. Let's start with MyExpatTaxes. Now, compared to more well-known brands like TurboTax or H&R Block, MyExpatTaxes is a bit on the expensive side. Their base plan starts at $175, which is a lot more than other tax software. But here's the thing, you're getting a comprehensive do-it-yourself service that includes basically all the forms that you're going to need as an overseas filer. The base plan covers all the essentials like Form 1116 for the foreign tax credit, Form 2555 for the foreign earned income exclusion, and Form 8833 for treaty-based benefits. What we really appreciate about MyExpatTaxes is that they include Form 114 and Form 8938 for FBAR filing on all their plans. If you've ever tried to use regular software like TurboTax for expat filing, you know that FBAR support is usually nowhere to be found, so this is actually a huge deal. Now, MyExpatTaxes has three main tiers for pricing. The base plan is the $175 option that we mentioned earlier. One recent addition is the $115 bare bones base light plan, which is designed for expat filers who only need to report salaried income. Then you've got the reviewed plan at $320, which gives you year-round support and has a tax professional actually review and sign off on your returns. And if you need even more professional guidance, the premium plan is $639 and includes direct access to tax professionals for questions and answers. For business owners or self-employed nomads with complicated tax situations, that extra support could be worth the money. When it comes to add-ons, state filing will cost you extra if you're on the base plan or the reviewed plans. It will be $139 on the base plan or $69 on the reviewed plan. Now, if you do decide to go with premium, state filing is included in the total cost. As we mentioned earlier, all three plans do include FBAR filing, as well as the foreign earned income exclusion, the foreign tax credit, and treaty-based return position disclosure. They also all support Schedule C for business profit and loss, which is great if you're a freelancer or a self-employed nomad. If you need to file a current year tax amendment, that is only available on the reviewed and premium plans. Schedule K1 for partnership, trust, or real estate income isn't available at all on the base plan, but you can file up to 3 on the reviewed plan and up to 6 on the premium plan. PFIC forms, which are for passive foreign investment companies, cost $139 extra on the base plan or $59 on the reviewed plan, and you get 1 included if you're on the premium plan. As for corporate forms like 8858, 5471, or 8865, those are all exclusively part of the premium plan. Key advantages of MyExpatTaxes are that you have that FBAR filing support, there is support for self-employed filing, and honestly, they just have a really great user-friendly interface in our experience. Now let's talk about Expatfile, which is a bit more budget-friendly. Their standard plan starts at $119 and it includes Form 1116 for the foreign tax credit, Form 2555 for the foreign earned income exclusion, and Form 8833 $33 for treaty-based benefits. If you step up to the Premier plan at $159, you get access to Schedule C for business profit and loss. The Investor plan at $219 adds Schedule D for capital gains and losses, and Form 8938 for FATCA reporting. And if you really want someone to just handle everything, they also have an unlimited package for $499, and that's essentially full service with a tax expert. Now, keep in mind that unlike MyExpatTaxes, FBAR filing is a separate fee. It's $59 extra on all the do-it-yourself plans. Expatfile also supports state tax filing for $99, which is a bit less than MyExpatTaxes. Now, keep in mind that a lot of the forms that business owners need, like Forms 8821 and 8858, they just aren't available at all on any package. Now, it's possible that you could get these forms on an a la carte basis for an additional fee, but you'll have to inquire about that directly with the company. So overall, the pros of Expatfile are pretty clear. First, it's less expensive than MyExpatTaxes. If you're primarily earning W-2 wages from a foreign employer or a remote job, and your tax situation is pretty vanilla, Expatfile could probably save you some money and serve you very well. But the second we start getting into self-employment income or business ownership, multiple K-1s, or more complex investment scenarios, MyExpatTaxes starts to make a lot more sense despite the higher sticker price. MyExpatTaxes also includes FBAR filing, so we need to factor that in, along with all those business forms on the premium plan, which means you're not scrambling to find another solution. At the end of the day, you need to think about your specific tax situation. Are you a location-independent employee with straightforward income? Well, in that case, Expatfile might be the best choice. Are you running a business or doing freelance work or dealing with a lot of foreign investments? In that case, the extra cost of MyExpatTaxes, especially that premium plan, is probably going to be worth it. Now, speaking of tax savings, quick plug for ourselves here. Here at Savvy Nomad, we specialize in getting expats and nomads domiciled in Florida, which has no personal income tax at the state level. So check out the link in the video description and make sure you use the code YouTube for a discount. And for those who really don't want to go through the hassle of do-it-yourself tax software, we also provide tax prep services for expats. Again, we have all the info you need on the Savvy Nomad website. We also recently released our free 2026 Expat Tax Guide, which is available to everyone on our email list, so just check out the link in the bio to sign up. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're always putting out new content, and hit that like button too. Helps us out in the algorithms so we can get this content to more people who need to see it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.